Welcome back to the Mars surface, and today we've got some satellite repairing to do. Way up in the sky above us there, you can see that we have a satellite, and that thing has been broken for a while. So this is gonna be our satellite repair drone, which I will get into in a little bit, but ever since we discovered the cave with the satellite, which this strange eye has emerged from, our satellite has been broken, and we can no longer use it for surveillance, which now with this eye looming over us, I think being able to get an aerial view of things from a distance would be very, very useful. So this is the satellite repair drone that I'm going to be using. This was made by Shadow Eye Ninja. It is a Mars atmosphere repair ship. There is one downside to it. All things considered, it is pretty epic. It's got this awesome arm right here, which has, I'm assuming this is like a welding tool with a laser welder or something. And then we got this arm right here, which has an awesome drill looking thing. And then, you know, we can go up and down, but the big downside is this is the fastest I think I can go upwards. So to get to the satellite way up there, it's definitely going to take some time. But the satellite repair mission, I'm actually going to save for last. There are a few other things I want to do first. One of those things is actually install an airlock on our Earth atmosphere dome here, because it's been bothering me for a little while that I have this giant open air corridor to the Mars atmosphere when I'm supposed to have essentially Earth atmosphere inside of here. So by Prof Mentfear, there is Airlock for Dome, version 3 apparently. So this right here is what I'm going to try to install. And by the way, my frame rate got better since the last episode. I didn't change anything, so I'm thinking whatever the devs are doing in the behind the scenes with the updates, it actually did improve some frames. I got like, it's back to what it was before the update essentially. All right, so now as far as welding this dome here, I believe the method is to do something like this, and then take this wooden block and then weld it right there. I really hope I did this right. Got the alarm going off, presumably because both doors are open. There we go. I really hope that this thing opens consistently, because ScrapMan has an issue with doors and friction, but it seems to open in a cool way. So what's really cool about this airlock that I really like about it is it has the giant doors, but it also has mini doors. Now, I'm actually curious, can I accidentally open both? Oh, fantastic. I was hoping for this. That door closes before... Oh, look at the gauge. Oh, that is so cool. It tells us that the airlock has been pressurized or whatever. And then we can go inside our awesome Earth dome. This is so cool. So then presumably, here, let me close this door. I guess that this big red button will probably open the bigger door. Let's find out. Okay. Oh, the alarm sounds when the big door opens. Oh, that's cool. And that gives us a big wide space. So if we have like a mining vehicle, or I mean like a drilling vehicle to log these trees, I guess not drilling, but like a logging vehicle. Yeah, a logging vehicle to log those trees. All right, so now what happens if I try to open this door? Good, that one closes first. And then I guess we should see a depressurization of this gauge before this door opens. This is so cool. This is such a legit airlock, and the way that these doors open should avoid the collision physics issues that ScrapMan has with opening doors, which I hope gets fixed sometime soon. And we can go ahead and close this door. This is such a good airlock. All right, now we finally have a functional airlock for the Earth dome. Oh, and cool, I just noticed the vents are sticking out of the actual physical, like, wall of the entrance, too. So you can see, like, the evacuation vents for the pressurizing and depressurizing the dome. All right, I'm assuming I can delete these now. There we go. Yep. All right, so that is permanently installed now. There's no way I'm getting that out of there. So I hope you guys like it. I definitely do. And then color-wise, it matches the dome as well. Okay, then up next before the satellite repair mission, I'm going to try to use this. This is made by Fimic here. It says a seamless lag prevention module. And what this essentially does is if I install this somewhere in any of these hallways, essentially what it allows is to separate one side of the hallway from the other side of the hallway without having a visual separation between these, so there's not going to be like a gap between them or anything. And to show you how that actually works, if I delete these on both sides, you'll actually see it separate. See? So now one side is no longer attached to the other. And what that should do is segment this massive base that we're starting to build. Not starting, we're pretty deep into it, but this massive base can then get segmented into smaller individual sections rather than being an entire giant section. All right, so the frame rate right now, I'm getting around 40 to 45 frames in the current state, standing near the this place right here where I'm not moving. When I move around, the frame rate fluctuates, but right here, I get about 43 frames. So let's go ahead and put a separator right here and see how this works. Oh boy. Okay, that was this creates a lot more debris than I was expecting to just separate one of these wall segments. I thought it was all gonna come down in one segment, but I guess not. Oh no, I just realized I made a bad choice. I thought this was a straight section. This was a T section. Okay, I hope that doesn't affect things. Well, let's see if it still lets me weld it here. Okay, I mean, I can still weld like that. That's good. All right, let's see what happens if I just separate these now. Okay. Technically, this side shouldn't be attached to that side anymore. Let's see what the inside looks like. Okay, here it is. Yeah, pretty seamless, actually. All right, definitely works. Now let's separate some more pieces and see what happens. Oh, I made a mistake. I forgot to attach this side to the ground. Oh, this is real bad. Okay, I need to act now. I'm gonna have to work in 0 frames for like a long time right now. All right, I gotta put this pipe right back, and then I just gotta grab that other pipe and weld it right there if I even can. If this doesn't completely crash my game, like, I'll be impressed. There we go. Oh my god. I don't know if you probably can't even see the same frames I'm seeing. That's just the way it happens when lag like this happens, is I'm seeing different frames than my recording is even registering. But I put a pipe down. Now I gotta weld these pipes together. All right. I've grabbed it. I am clicking. Nothing's happening yet. Just a matter of patience. I've been through this before. It welded. Okay. Okay, I think we're okay. Now all I gotta do is that. And then I can delete that again with no problem. Whew, well, that was an ordeal, but fortunately the game didn't crash, and we're pretty much back to where we need to be. So now all I gotta do is spawn this in, and I should be able to weld it right in there. Just like that. And then I should be able to separate that side and separate that side. And now they are 2 different sides. And I can actually prove it by trying to paint the whole thing. You can see only that side gets painted because they are 2 different, they're not connected to each other. Okay, so now this whole section is disconnected from the center point. You can see that whole section is disconnected from the center point. And the last thing I want to do is disconnect this entire science lab as well. But I'm going to make sure first that this is attached to the ground. Okay, and the segment has been installed. Now, let me go back to where I was standing before and see if there's any noticeable difference in frame rate. All right, so right around this area, I was getting about 40 to 43 frames, and now I am getting about 40 to 43 frames. So surprisingly, that really didn't make any difference whatsoever. Some people were also saying, as far as frame rate goes, that if I turn dynamic lights off, that would be a big difference. So I get 43 frames right now. Turn this off and hit apply. And now I get 43 frames. So there's also not making any difference. So it seems like it's not really a matter of the lighting shadows or anything like that. It's more of just like, we just have a lot of stuff in here, and this is just how Scrap Mechanic works. When you have a lot of big creations that have moving parts and things, you're just gonna have a frame rate that goes down. It's unavoidable. But now that that's all done, we've segmented the base, we've installed an airlock on our Earth dome. It is time to get all the way up into the sky and try to repair this satellite. Here, let's get back inside. I still haven't put an airlock on this entrance. So currently, if we try to turn on our satellite feed, this is what we get. And it's just a whole lot of static, a whole lot of nothing. The signal has been lost, it's been cut out, so it tells me that there's something wrong with the transmitter. So obviously, we've got to fix that. And oh, there's some paint issues here. All right, so let's spawn in our Mars Atmosphere Repair Ship, which I just noticed has the acronym MARS. I wonder if that was intentional. Oh, and by the way, this thing also has some fancy storage. Not a lot of room for storage, but you know, we could fit a bottle in there or something, some water. All right, let's open this up, hop on in, activate 0G, and head on up into the sky at the whopping rate of 1 meter every 5 seconds or so. All right, I'll see you guys up there. All right, it was a slow journey, but it looks like I have finally made it up here, and I kind of want to go into, ooh, I didn't actually look at first person yet. This is pretty cool. But I cannot really see anything. I don't know, where's the satellite? Okay, it's just above me, right in that direction, just above me. So let's go up a little bit more. There it is, coming into view. Perfect. All right, I'm gonna try to do this in first person just because I think it might be a little bit more immersive. But I cannot actually strafe. So that means in order to go in this direction, I gotta go actually point in the direction that I need to go. Oh, that actually does make things a little bit difficult, doesn't it? We should be fine. I should be able to handle it. All right, let's get a little bit closer if possible. Oh, I'm nudging the satellite a little bit. Don't worry, that's fine. Just a little bit of percussive maintenance is okay. All right, let's bring out the weld tool. Nope, that's the drill. Don't worry, I don't know what I'm doing. Our repair specialist, he couldn't make it on the trip for some reason. He had like, oh, he had to bring his dog to the vet or something. Here we go. But I got the weld tool here. Unfortunately, I am having a little bit more of a gravitational pull towards the surface than the satellite is. But I'm gonna try to maintain my altitude here. All right, here we go. Oh, my aim isn't really that on just yet. I'm trying to hit that switch. There we go. There we go. All right, let's bring this arm back. Do some, I don't know what this does, but I'm assuming it can't hurt. There we go. All right, let's bring that back. I'm gonna try to move around back to the other side to back up a little bit. There we go. I'm gonna move around to the front of the satellite here. Gonna have to go into our third person situational awareness cam as we move around to the front here. All right, I think we're ready to bring out the weld tool here. There we go. Perfect. Looks like we're all lined up. Don't worry, it's not gonna hurt the lens if I weld directly onto the lens. This is special space grade lens material. There we go. Let's bring the weld tool back. Bring out this drill here. Need to move it a little bit closer for this one. There we go. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Okay, so I have no idea what I just did, but I'm going to assume that fixed the issue. So let's go ahead and back up away from the satellite. Let's return to base and check the satellite feed and see if it actually shows us what it's looking at now. All right, returning back to the surface should be a little bit quicker than going up to the satellite, because we just got to turn gravity off. Or gravity on, rather. And we're just falling at Mars gravity rate right back to the surface. All right, I'll turn it on now. There we go. Yeah, we can slowly lower ourselves for a smooth... You know what? We have a landing pad here. I might as well use that, right? Yeah, let's get over to this landing pad. There we go. All right, bring out the legs. And whoops. And there we go. Perfect. I should have taken off from here too. That would have been more realistic. All right, let's head back down to the main hub and we're gonna hope for the best. Okay, here's the moment of truth. Let's see if everything that we've done up there, all of our expert satellite repair experience, if that has actually helped us out here. Turning on the feed. Oh, thank goodness. Just where the satellite left off, it looks like it's looking directly at the cave that is no longer a cave anymore. Well, it's still a cave, but it leads to a big opening instead of an enclosed cavern. But the good news is now we can use the satellite to take a look at that weird patch that was weird discolored patch off in the distance that we saw in the previous episodes. So I'm gonna go ahead and input those new coordinates and send them over to the satellite. And I guess we'll let it zero in, and we'll wait until the next episode to see what it's all about and if it warrants some exploration. So make sure you're subscribed so you guys don't miss that. Anyway, this has been ScrapMan, and I'll see you next time. Bye.